What's up everybody, welcome back to yet another video on Cilinix Crypto, a little bit of a different video. I wanted to make a video on how to not get scammed. Because unfortunately in crypto, a lot of people are still getting scammed. I get people in my inbox a couple of times a week that they're getting scammed by impersonators of me or in different scams. So I've seen a lot of these scams. I've been almost scammed myself as well. Like somebody did like their own KYC on my exchange account. So I've experienced it myself as well, but just wanted to make a quick video with 5 tips on how to prevent or at least to minimize the chances to get scammed. So that's what we'll talk about. Let's get right into it. Alright, so tip number 1 is be careful for impersonators. In crypto, you have a lot of creators, a lot of influencers, if you would like to call them that way. And what you get is that a lot of scammers impersonate those creators and actually act like they are them. And then they message people and they ask them for money or ask them to sign up for this. Click this link, give me your private key, something like that. So what I've decided to show you is my ban list from my Discord. And what you'll see is that I get 2 or 3 Cilinix cryptos joining the Discord server every single day. There's no way to prevent me from joining. And these people can access and message everybody in the Discord group. So you have people like this. There are 2 ways to actually prevent you from being scammed like this. First of all, creators usually never DM first. All right, so that's the first thing. If you are being DM'd by a creator or impersonator, then first of all, you should assume that they are a scammer or an impersonator. Second of all, usually you can verify it. Usually you can verify the Telegram ID or the Discord ID in the Discord server. So in the Discord server, usually the owner has you can see who the owner of the server is, right? And you just note that, you just note their number on Discord then, and on Telegram their Telegram ID, and that way you know that they are the real one and they have probably not messaged you. So the first rule, do not listen and do not fall for impersonators or scammers that do it in that way. Alright, now on to tip or rule number 2, and that is to never give away your private key. Alright, so your private key, if you're just using an exchange, you usually don't have it. But if you have a MetaMask or a Trust Wallet, usually or everybody has their own private key, right? So with MetaMask and Trust Wallet, it's like a 12-word or 24-word combination, and that's your private key. You should never give that away. Nobody ever needs that except for you. So if anybody asks for that, don't give it to them. They're scammers. All right, there is absolutely no reason why anybody would need that. All right, not for a token upgrade, not for an airdrop, for nothing. All right, so you should never give that away. For an exchange, that's a little bit different because you don't own your own private key. But you should also never give your exchange account details away or connect your exchange via an API key. But that's a little bit different. But just if you hear that, connect your exchange to this and this servers, just don't do that. All right, don't do that unless you really trust it and you really have done your research. And apart from that, what I have fallen for is somebody actually got access to my exchange because my computer was just hacked. So be careful with what you download. That's just general knowledge, I would say. But just be careful with what you download. And also be careful with where you store your 12-word or 24-word private key. For example, a lot of people actually create their own titanium kind of dog tag where they can store it, and then it's fire resistant. It can almost not be destroyed. Personally, you can also just write it down and store and securely store that piece of paper, and that way you can also not be scammed. Now, apart from that, as you can see on the screen, there's a different scam as well with this, where people actually give you their private key. That's a different scam where if you actually fill in that private key, you should not fall for this. Free money and free crypto almost doesn't exist except for airdrops and stuff. If that happens, then you can log into their account, but you cannot transfer the crypto out. You'll need to add gas funds. And then when you add gas funds, the gas funds will be immediately brought out of the account. So again, if somebody gives you their private key, do not use it. Again, it's a scam. So that is rule and tip number 2. Now, rule number 3 or tip number 3 is one that a lot of you will think, well, that's obvious. All right. So if you think that, just skip this tip But still, I've seen a lot of people get scammed this way, and that is just simply people asking to send them money in order for them to get something. So people actually go into your inbox, they promise you that, well, if you send me $100 in USDT, I will trade with it. I'm an amazing trader. I will 10x it, and you will get back half of it. So $400 or $500 if you send me $100. Like I said, free money does not exist. Free money where you do not have to do anything does not exist. Usually a lot of people fall into the temptation because it sounds very good, but it doesn't exist. So if anybody asks you for crypto to be sent on Twitter, for example, for some sort of a weird pre-sale where you have to send the money first in order to get a new token, or if somebody just dives into your inbox, says they can multiply your money, but you need to send it first, don't trust it, do not send it. That way you will never lose that money. All right, so tip number 4 is a little bit more difficult, and it only really applies for people who use DeFi or who use software wallets, right? Like MetaMask, and if you actually use Uniswap and decentralized applications. So the thing is that with this, you can actually get scammed or get hacked if smart contracts you use still have permission to use your funds. So for example, you have a MetaMask wallet and you actually want to use a decentralized application, a decentralized exchange, for example, to swap some tokens. Then you give them permission to actually spend some of your tokens. That's all fine, all right? Hopefully you're using a good decentralized exchange. Something you have to do though is first of all be careful with what you connect your MetaMask wallet to, because some sites connecting your MetaMask wallet is actually a dangerous thing to do. You should not just do it. Just do it with sites that you trust. So sites that you know, always check the URL if that's correct. So verify it with their Twitter, verify it with other sources of that specific decentralized application or decentralized exchange. Verify that first, and then the second of all, sometimes you have to revoke the access, all right? Because you give them permission once and the permission stays. So there are certain apps you can use, like for example, ETH Allowance or Etherscan, which actually have tools with which you can revoke access. So then, for example, you're also protected in the case that one of the decentralized applications you have used gets hacked. And when they get hacked, they check out all the wallets which they have permission to, and they grab the crypto. That has happened before. So use those tools. Just look up on your browser how to revoke smart contract access. Go to the ethereum.org link to be sure that it's secure. And there you'll find some revoke access tools to actually revoke access. But second of all, it's kind of a double tip. First of all, revoke access sometimes. Second of all, only give access to decentralized applications you trust. All right, and then we've gotten to tip number 5 or rule number 5, and then we are done with this video. So I do want to say before we get into that last tip, if you like this video, if you think it's important, make sure to share it, make sure to like it. Helps me out a ton, and it helps other people out a ton as well, because still millions and millions of dollars are getting stolen from people new to crypto. It's bad for the space, it's bad for those people. So make sure to at least share the knowledge. But tip number 5 is to avoid phishing. Right now you have a lot of fake Twitter accounts, and this is kind of the same as the impersonator account, but you have a lot of fake Twitter accounts that then claim that an airdrop has been shared, or you can get free tokens and you just have to access, or you just have to click a link, or you get fake emails which actually tell you that you can get free tokens or a hot new crypto. Or there are fake YouTube comments. Basically on every social media there are fakers and scammers in crypto that actually tell you to get something for free, or click this link and connect your wallet. So it basically bundles all of the rules and all of the tips we've talked about earlier. Don't do that. Like I said, nothing comes for free. Even airdrops, usually you have to do something before that. You just have to use a network, or have to use a decentralized application, or have to use a project. All right, nothing comes for free. So if you're on Twitter, there are a lot of fake Twitter accounts. Just verify it, all right? Go to the original Twitter, look them up, look a coin up on CoinMarketCap, and from there go to their Twitter and see if the handle is the same. On YouTube, usually you can distinguish what the bot comments are, but never go to the comments and trust anyone who says something there about free tokens or about signing up for something. And emails, never click any link you get in your email. And hopefully with these 5 tips that we talked about, so be careful for impersonators, that was the first tip. Never share your private key or your exchange account details. Then number 3, never send crypto to someone who says, send me crypto for this. Fourth of all, be careful with smart contract access and revoke it every now and then. And last of all, what we just talked about, avoid phishing links in YouTube, Twitter, emails, everywhere. So for now, we reach the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Take care and don't get scammed.